Hello, Dennis Ramsay folk art fans. When in Kempful, please come by the Dennis Ramsay folk art paintings. I live at 27 Canaan Avenue, Kempful, Apartment B, Nova Scotia, Canada. Yellow house, white trim. I'll show you some folk art paintings, abstract art paintings, and fine art paintings also. Please subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel. Today's story is about the serial killer Ed Gein. Ed Gein lived in Plainsfield, Wisconsin, USA. Back in the late 1950s, he killed two women that he was convicted of, Bernice and Mary. He was linked to 6 killings, but only convicted of 2 killings. Ed Gein was a grave robber, a paranoid schizophrenic, a serial killer, and a loner. The movies Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Silence of the Lambs were based on Ed Gein's life. Ed Gein was a grave robber. He'd go into the different graveyards in Plainsfield, Wisconsin, USA, 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and dig up the dead bodies of freshly buried women that might have been in the ground 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. He'd bring the bodies back home and make lampshades out of the skin. He made a couple of skin suits and masks. He also made soup bowls out of the skulls. He'd cut the skulls in two and make bowls for his beans and soup. Ed Gein was mentally and physically abused severely by his mother and father over the years. Ed Gein started out as a farmer. He used to farm the homestead in Plainsfield, Wisconsin. Then he did jobs like odd jobs of fixing things like fences and woodworking. He also did babysitting for the local neighbors, babysitting their children and kids. Ed Gein suffered from paranoid schizophrenic. I have many friends that have that, and they have to take their medication regularly or else they act up. Schizophrenic people is one of the most severe sicknesses. The paranoid schizophrenia is really bad. Anyhows, Ed Gein was convicted of killing 2 women and spent the rest of his life in a Wisconsin mental institution. He died in 1984 of heart failure. He was 77. Ed Gein is the main tourist attraction for the small town of Plainsfield, Wisconsin, USA. Ed Gein was severely abused by his mother and father. His mother mentally treated Ed Gein very cruelly. Ed Gein was not allowed to have a girlfriend or have a wife or date women, period. His mother was very controlling and dominated every move that Ed Gein made. Ed Gein's dad would physically beat him with straps, pieces of kindling, and other foreign objects. Ed Gein was severely abused, and I think his environment of being abused and misused is why his paranoid schizophrenia began. Ed Gein was a loner. Ed Gein was mentally ill. That's why he killed at least 6 people, but was only convicted of killing 2. Ed Gein, what makes his story quite interesting, he was a grave robber. How many people do you know that would go out 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning, dig up the bodies of dead women, bring them home, and make skin suits and furniture out of them, and also eat the organs? Ed Gein was a cannibal. He would eat the liver, the kidneys, the heart, and other parts of the body of the women he dug up in the Plainsfield graveyards. Yes, Ed Gein was a sick man, but he was also a paranoid schizophrenic, a loner, a cannibal, and a serial killer, and a very odd fellow. Anyhows, That's the Ed Gein story. The movies Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre were based on Ed Gein's life. Please subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel if you like these type of stories, and I'll tell you some more. Anyhows, check out Scott on Tape. He's from Toronto. He does great videos all over the USA. Y'all take care and have a nice day. Don't forget, please share the 7,600 films of Dennis Ramsay, and also subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel. When in Kempville, come by the Dennis Ramsay paintings, 27 Canaan Avenue, Kempville, Apartment B, Nova Scotia, Canada. You're welcome to call me if you'd like to purchase some paintings. 902-365-5044, no jive. I hope that Ed Gein rests in peace. Y'all take care and have a nice day. We got snow flurries in Kempville today. Bye for now, folks.